Here is the dip stop. This is an exercise I commonly give my athletes after the jerk. I picked this up from Zygmunt, who was the former national coach at the Olympic Training Center. Before this, I did a lot of jerk drives, but after learning about this, I added this to my repertoire of exercises I like. Typically, athletes will do this after they jerk. I like to go about, let's say, anywhere between 5 and 15% over the athlete's max jerk. It really lets them work on the position on the way down to make sure they're staying upright and have a good straight dip on the way down. Another thing I like about this is it lets the athlete decelerate the bar. A common problem with athletes in the jerk is dipping too deep. When they dip too deep, they tend to come forward and they lose power. So with the jerk, the quicker you can decelerate it, and then you can start to accelerate it upwards. So this is an important drill for that. So we can take a look at this and we can see how quickly she stops it. And she's very upright. So that's what we want to see in this exercise. Usually done after jerks. I usually do something like 3 sets of 3. I've really seen a lot of improvement. It also gets the athlete, when they're getting ready for some bigger jerks, it lets them get experience with that weight being there and dipping with that weight, so they don't come forward and they have some confidence. They know what that weight feels like before they get it on them ready to jerk. So let's take a last look at one of these. So that's the dip stop. It's an exercise that helps with the jerk, specifically the dip and drive portion. A little side benefit is I have found some athletes have experienced I would say they gain some strength in that front rack position from doing these, so it can have a carryover to an athlete who is having some issues in the front squat, moving their weights up, not necessarily because of the legs, but maybe because the strength and the tension and the ability to hold stable with that front rack position. If they start to cave, this could be a good exercise as a side benefit. But I primarily use this for assistance for jerking.